out and clear everything you took out of the drawer.
Okay, we are live, and you'll have to forgive me here for a second because, unfortunately, I was unable to edit while I had both screens going and get everybody lined up correctly. So, get that changed here real fast. Oh, come on with that. There we go.
You're really quiet for me, Jerome.
I have to worry about that later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apologies for this, folks. Go bigger.
Was there supposed to be more people?
Nope.
No.
Oh.
Looks like this is the right amount.
Guess it's just us with Dale.
Yeah.
Just us with Dale. Like he's not included.
Dale.
Wow.
Ladies, gentlemen,
like-
and Dale.
Subbing for Dale tonight is chopped beef.
Aw.
Beefy.
Yeah. Beefy.
Because it's just, I just wanted to do that because it's normally the people that watch our streams and then Dale.
That's because the girls like Dale.
There you go.
Okay.
Which one, King of the Hill or?
No, this Dale. Okay, that's going to be lined up okay. That's not what I wanted either.
I think I'm going to stick with this hat for the character. It's very Dennis Nedry.
Yeah, I like the hat.
All right, I think we are good. That should be good enough. Okay. All right, so thank you again for that. Apologies. Again, I was just having some last minute technical difficulties getting everything lined up, but we are live. Oh, you know what? Let me check my volume here real fast just to make sure it didn't adjust on my side. It did not. So you are going to need to adjust it on yours.
Yeah, I turned you up as far as I could. Everyone else, you and Dale both are kind of quiet, but I had to turn everyone else down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's maxed on my side.
Yeah.
There we
Same
go.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, so I just
That's
turned
okay.
up my
Just
general volume and then turned everybody down.
There you go.
don't speak over Jerome or I won't be able to hear him.
Sorry.
Or Dale.
All right.
So there we go. Turn myself up just a little bit more on my main mic, but I'm not going to do any more adjustments because I don't want to blow anybody out.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So have we decided? I was about ready to ask. Hey, we need to roll for XP, but we haven't done that yet.
Yes.
Does anyone want to do a recap?
Yeah, please. Dale, will you do the recap, please?
Wrong
Sure,
type of
so-
game.
The Jedi died.
Go.
A long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Which, if you guys end up see the beginning part of this trailer, I actually do have that animated Star Wars scroll and some
Yeah, I'm gonna have
information
to go
on the
back.
game. So,
I'll have to go back and watch it.
all right.
Who's taking notes?
Oops, close that down. So yeah, you'll need to decide who's going to take notes. So character-wise, where everybody is at, and for those who are going to be tuning in and watching, this is our very first game of Star Wars Darkest Dawn. As you can tell, some of us have gone all out. Some a little bit more so than others.
It's
Like
the sunglasses.
Yeah, well, he's actually kind of reminding me of Razor Fist a little bit like that. A YouTube commentator.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if we were having
Just
a
need to get 'em
contest, Dale
longer
would
hair.
win.
But yeah, so this particular game takes place 6 years before the Battle of Yavin. So if you are keeping up on the additional content that Disney has put out, this is the intervening years within the time frame of Andor. So it is a little ways after the Revenge of the Sith and Order 66. which actually happened 19 years before the Battle of Yavin. Everything, for those of you who don't know, the Battle of Yavin, which was, of course, episode 4 for Star Wars, is kind of the barometer for their timeline. That's how they rate everything year-wise. So if it's after the Battle of Yavin, it's ABY. If it's before Battle of Yavin, it's BBY. So right now we are 6 BBY. Dastardly things are afoot, obviously. If you have looked at our promo online that I put out on all of our social media, the characters here have all been brought to a place called the Tapani sector. If you are unfamiliar with that, I completely understand why. It is actually a part of a system that is off of what's called the Tapani bypass. If you were to look at a galaxy map, hold on one second.
That's the wrong franchise.
That is Mass
Yes.
Effect telling me that I have more messages. So moving along. So if you were to look at a galactic map, not all of them are the same. So please keep that in mind. There was a master one that that Star Wars did produce that they had on their website at one point in time. So if you poke around and you could possibly find it, it actually does come in a PDF format. And if you're able to find it, which allows you to expand it without losing all the definition and whatnot. The Tapani sector is just off of the core worlds. So if you look at that, the main rim, or I should say the deep core, then you have the main rim of worlds, which is the outer core. Just off of that, on the south side of most galactic maps, you're going to find the colonies, and that is where the Tapani sector is. The Tapani sector is an area of space that was founded many, many, many years ago. Deep into the Old Republic, not High Republic, Old Republic. Sorry, we don't roll like that here. The Old Republic. And essentially what ended up happening is they found there were a cluster of planets in this area. Obviously, many of them were habitable. Many others weren't, for other resources and whatnot. And a nobility sort of, for lack of a better term, like a fiefdom or whatnot, sprung up. And over the generations, some of the houses have fallen away. Others are still strong. Some are barely hanging on. And as of the fall of the Jedi, there has been a great upheaval in the Tapani sector, which has greatly disturbed the politics here. All of the players have been brought in through various means, kind of talked about a little bit with each of their backgrounds. So what we have, some are going to be expanded on at a dramatically appropriate moment later. Others you may find out sooner, just how that kind of goes. But the day is a festive one. This is in this particular sector of space. The people who find themselves in Tapani celebrate a holiday specific to this. I keep wanting to call it a dimension, this sector of space. They call it Productivity Day. Most people, whether you are a part of the noble planets and the houses that make up the Tapani sector or the free worlds, they all place a very high value on work and work ethics. And it's a day where everybody takes a break and celebrates that. So in many ways, it is sort of a Christmas meets St. Patrick's Day sort of affair. People just purposely take some time off. They spend it with their loved ones. They take a moment to celebrate the hard work that they've done and the achievements that they have brought up, or maybe just another year with their family that they have what they have. There's a lot of different ways of looking at it, but it is something that pretty much the whole sector takes part in. It's almost a faux pas. Like you would be seen as a pretty bad Grinch if you stood that one out, or an outsider, which that could be almost equally as bad, being ignorant of the holiday. However, all of you have been brought in. You are. I will let you define how exactly it is you're dressed in a moment. Our opening scene, however, is taking place in the halls of one of the lords of House Pelagia. And this particular palatial estate on the planet of Pelagon, which I should actually take a step back and denote what Pelagon looks like. Pelagon is an ocean world. So the vast majority of it is covered by oceans. Those people who actually reside above ground or sea level actually do so on platforms. Platforms, of course, that are anchored to the actual planet's core. But it obviously gives wonderful views almost anywhere that you can be on Pelagon. Now, Pelagon itself, as a through when the upheaval happened, I should say, there's parts of this most of you wouldn't know. When the upheaval happened, one of the rival houses laid siege to Pelagon, and while it has mostly recovered as of this point, the oceans are still fairly toxic. They are having trouble recouping the wildlife that found, or the wild aquatic life that lived within the planet itself, and several of the platforms that made up the collective cities on Pelagon are still in ruin. The main flagship of House Pelagon orbits the planet. It took a beating, but could not be destroyed, and so they have refurbished it enough to make it now a space station. And so it is kind of the main hub of trade and commerce as one is coming in and off the planet, and also serves to help ward off pirates or any potential ne'er-do-wells coming in, as a space platform would want to do. So our scene is picking up. It is the private office of one of the lords, the lord of this house in particular. His name is Exal Torinar, and he has before him, he has Nisara and Tycho. It's Tycho, correct? Well, I can't hear you, Davey. You are muted. I believe.
I've been talking this entire time. I said hi to Shelly and everything.
Oh,
Okay, well,
now we can hear you.
we can hear you now.
She thought you didn't love him anymore.
I know that's what I. Anyway, so yes, to the scene.
Yes. So you have been brought in at this point. Your understanding at the, now is that you are officially meeting the man who has brought you in.
Oh, nice.
As of this point. So as you are walking in, the guards bring you into a very nice, well-to-do, looks like a den. Probably doubles up as an office, because there is a work desk that's there that has a hollow screen that can take interstellar calls. There's a typical globe that denotes the world of Pelagon. There's several books, up on the shelves, like actual hard books. There's some knickknacks packed away in here. So it looks lived in, but well tended to and well cared for. Definitely comes from money. The guards, of course, hold the door and let you in. This, of course, is the day of the festival. So you have already come from, not only, you've already been here a day at this point. So you've kind of mingled a little bit through the festivities. For you, it's very similar to any other holiday that you might encounter. At least from your perspective, it's a lot of Noble men and women hobnobbing.
Nice.
There's usually a spread somewhere in the middle of the room or somewhere off to the side with a little bit of entertainment, interspersed. This particular palatial estate is no different.
Awesome. Awesome.
So as you are approaching, why don't you explain to us what Tycho looks like?
Sure. So Tycho is a 30-year-old male from the Happen Consortium. He was a young nobleman who, how should I put this?
Well, you don't have to give your backstory. We're just curious.
Okay.
Just curious as your physical appearance right now.
Sure. Physically, this is the most beautiful man to have ever walked into this room. This man has the jawline that you could cut granite on. Beautiful golden brown hair, neatly trimmed and cut. Beautiful blue eyes, very vibrant, flawless skin, perfect nose, mouth, teeth. Everything is in perfect proportion. He's tall. He's about 6 foot. Athletic build, not bodybuilder wide, but think more swimmer or runner. So very like lean and fit and tall and upright. And he is dressed in for lack of a better term, suit and tie. I'm sure that, this being Star Wars, there might be a different way, but he's very formally dressed. Very simple colors, dark muted colors, and he'll walk through the door.
Okay. So as he walks through, the man behind the desk, who is actually standing, he stands to greet you. He has kind of dishwater blonde hair. He's wearing nobleman's robes and attire. Nothing, not like tie or anything, and it's tailored to his outfit. It actually has ceremonial armor kind of lays across his top shoulders that go with his white robes. It's just kind of some, a little bit of a golden touch. There's some flecks of gold here and there, like a little gold pattern here or there in the robe. His belt, it's like a white leather with brown and gold lining that goes around it. He too is rather fit looking, bit older though. Looks like he's probably somewhere in his 30s to maybe 40s, somewhere in that range. He is human. And next to him, Nasara, why don't you describe what you look like?
I am a Twi'lek. I am purple. I am wearing this dress.
Nice.
Oh.
It's all shiny and multicolored. She's fit, but maybe a little bit on the rounder side, just a little bit. Average height. That's about it.
Okay. So he rises to greet you and he says, Lord Tycho, please come in.
Lord Tornar, pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
I hope the festivities so far have not been too foreign or different than what you might be used to from the Happen Consortium.
Yes, correct. No, this is you've been a wonderful host, and it's been a wonderful day. I'm always glad to partake in other cultures, so it's been a wonderful learning experience.
Oh, well, thank you. I do appreciate the comments. I did want to let you know, since you are here, that your approval, or I should say your request for political asylum, has actually come to my lap, and I have
Okay.
decided to approve that.
Oh.
There are pending some minor stipulations, however. I do believe you will find them accommodating. And he says, but before we go any further, to my right here, this is Nasara, the Lady Nasara.
Lady Nasara, pleasure to meet you.
She's gonna curtsy.
Taika will take a bow.
And he says,
Like,
so
yeah.
please, so have a seat, and I will explain to you the terms in which your political asylum has been granted.
Absolutely. He'll take a seat. Uh,
So
straighten out his coat a little bit.
sure,
Yeah.
he slides you a data pad, which of course has in Arabesh all the information written down. There's a little pen next to it that you can sign. He says, so your particular political asylum has been granted with a couple of provisos to this contract. You are being initially given a 1-year political asylum trial. That is pending that you do additional work for House Pelagia, specifically myself.
Excellent. Okay.
This the standard payments will actually fluctuate from job to job, as well as some escalators that are in there depending upon certain factors that the job might take. However, there is a downside guarantee to this contract that is a guarantee for 1,500 credits a month, and this will also include a furnished apartment as well on behalf of the of my family.
You are too generous. Thank you, Lord.
Do you understand how a downside works?
No, could you explain it to me? It sounds like regardless of what happens, I get 1,500 credits. Am I misunderstanding?
That is correct, yes. So
Okay.
you are, in essence, by signing this contract and accepting the political asylum, like a contractor as well. Meaning, as I have jobs for you, you will go on those jobs. But if for some reason I do not have a job or a task specifically for you, then that is where the downside guarantee would kick in, and you would be guaranteed at least 1,500 credits a month for your time for at least being on call.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. All right. What kind of I don't know, missions or what kind of work would you have of me?
You and the group that you're going to be with will all be doing off the book jobs for me and specifically.
Excellent, excellent.
So they will not be paid through normal channels, through corporate channels, obviously for obvious reasons. And I think it'll probably make itself a little bit more clear once you meet the others. But you in particular, given your station, will actually be the lead of this particular team.
Oh, okay. Very well.
He says, so in a few moments, I will give you time to go meet, in essence, the new recruits, but I will also let you know that they are also going to be put on, and this will be, let me back that up. This will be up to you to explain this to them. I'm not going to deal with everybody directly. That is now why I have you here.
Excellent. Okay.
So they are going to be given similar contracts, obviously not the furnishings and additions. That's your perk for your station as befitting who you are. However, they will be put on 6-month contracts with a downside of 500 credits a month.
Very well.
I don't particularly like bringing somebody on and putting them in a retainer-like position and not at least give something for them to cover if there is a lull in business. Although I do not anticipate that being an issue here.
Very well. All right. Well,
And you,
yes.
you may want to write this down.
Yes.
There are the 2 initial escalators per contract. These will all be obviously differing depending upon each job that you perform. There will be a high value recovery escalator. So if there was something that you end up bringing back in that was unexpected, that would be an increase, depending on what I see the value is, an additional 10 to 20% increase of whatever the contract for that job happened to be.
Excellent. Okay.
And if there was, for some reason, extreme danger, again, to be determined by me, but that is the nature of the business that you could be facing, that could be anywhere to 20 to 30% escalator. And these are not, they're not, they could both happen. It's not something that you would get one or the other.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
So no, I do attempt to pay generously when we can, but obviously I want to make sure it's worth it. Also, and I will get to the other part of this in a second. But one of your members maintains a ship. He's a tramp freighter captain. So you will want to let them know that ship's refuels are included. So as well as a house discount given to any ship repairs that need to happen, provided you use the Pelagian star in orbit. And before I go any further, did you have any other questions for me as of this point?
No. Okay. I'm just looking over the contract here, making sure I've written everything down. The ship gets free refuels and a repair discount if we use the star base here.
Yes, the Pelagian star.
Pelagian star. All right. And you want me to go over the contracts with each of the new recruits, or have?
Yes, but I would also like you to get to know them. They are going to be effectively your team.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
So it will be up to you to delineate who gets what of the cut and how much, as well as put forward any sort of escalators that you might see befitting should something happen. I'm also willing to amend that if you find somebody who goes above and beyond and makes themselves extremely useful. But again, this is your judgment, and I will be judging you based upon your judgment.
Very well. Okay. All right. Well, let's talk to the new team.
I will add before you do,
Yes.
you will be accompanied by Lady Nasara. She is going to be a part of your team. She is not somebody who is there to usurp your command by any means, but she is also there to give me another viewpoint.
Okay.
She also happens to be a skilled first mate, and you might need that with the captain that you have of the vessel to make it adequately crewed, of course.
Okay. Very well. Well, we'll be working together, Lady Nasara.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, absolutely. Let's go visit the new recruits.
And
Yes.
one moment, I'm being flagged by my security, and so he does one of these motions. The door comes open, and he says, "I know this is probably poor timing, or perhaps good timing, depending upon how you see this. He says, but there was somebody who wished to speak to you. And you see a little Twi'lek child come running past the security and goes, "Oh, mommy!" and comes dashing in real quick and hugs Nasara like around the legs.
She will pick him up and kiss his face and then tell him that he shouldn't be here. We're in the middle of business.
And so Exal just kind of like waves it off, and he says, they just got in. I thought it might be. Blame it on me.
You're too soft, Exal.
And so as he's there, he's like, "Oh, and mommy, I got a new swoop on the way there," and like shows it to you and said, "And see, look at this." He goes, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
You mean a toy?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to need you to show that to me later.
Okay.
When we're finished here.
Okay, well, they told me I still need to put my stuff away, but I really wanted to come over here first and say hi. But I promise I'll pack everything away, and then I'll have my toy out so you can see it. It'll be great.
I'm excited. I'll see you as soon as I can. Go unpack.
Okay. And so he just and he just goes like waving, and he like waves to Tycho and says, "Goodbye, Mr. Man."
Goodbye. That's sweet.
Apologies for the interruption.
Oh, it's quite all right.
He says, "So, Lord Tycho, Lady Nasara,
Yes.
By all means, my security will take you to the room in which your team is there, and I should actually have a job here for you very shortly, sort of a test run.
Test. Right.
But I will let you get to meet them first so that you can gauge their character and perhaps decide how you wish to utilize their skills."
Okay. With that, I think Taika will get up and follow security to wherever the team is at.
Okay. So they take you to another side of the estate. It's actually outside. It's wonderful at this time of evening. There's some nice lights that kind of float around the plants from firefly-like bugs. There are, bushes and lush trees nearby. There's intermixed of a crowd here of not noble, but probably lay people.
Mm-hmm.
Usually staff and whatnot. And the security takes you over to a table and actually sits adjacent to a tent for obviously some privacy. You can pull a curtain closed if necessary. And the chief of security, Officer Sinot, he approaches. His outfit is impeccably clean and prepared. He's got his blaster at his side, as well as a set of handcuffs if needed. And he says, "My lord, my lady," and he motions to the table at which the rest of them have just kind of been sitting or maybe hovering nearby. I'll leave that up to you guys. But it's obviously not far from the spread of free food and drinks that are present. So, Dale, why don't we start with you, and why don't you give us a description of your character? Also muted.
Thank you. Yeah. It's going to be a tad difficult seeing screens. Fortunately, like this, I've got one screen that's kind of polarized, so it's kind of weird. The other screen isn't, so I can like see clearly on one, not the other. But whoop. Okay, here we go. Whew, okay. So yeah, he's a human, height 5'11", looks to be about 29 years old, male. He's wearing these advanced-looking shades that completely cover his eyes, and they connect like around the back of his head, so it would be tough for them to fall off.
Almost
He's
cybernetic
got
looking, right?
effectively, yeah, exactly. Um, black shoulder length hair with a white streak down the front, tan skin, a lean build. Um, let's see here, and he's wearing like just simple clothing. He is clearly not like dressed like all of the other fancy nobles. He looks way more like a commoner. He's even got like a blast vest on, and he's got a blaster pistol in a holster to his side.
Did you say he's human?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelley, why don't we start with you?
My character is Torguta. She is
A
Togruta.
Torguta.
Same thing as Ahsoka.
Torguta.
Tell me how to spell it later.
She's middle aged. She's 32 years of age. She's got kind of a light orange complexion with blue and white markings on her face. Of course, she has the blue and white mandibles, and she is wearing a pair of just like brown pants, a brown tunic, and a gray kind of cloak that she has wrapped around her. She's not eating anything. She's just kind of standing in the corner quietly, watching and observing the others.
All right.
That's it.
Mike, why don't you describe what you look like?
All right, he is a Bothan, which means he's kind of short and furry, about 5'2". Got the pointy ears. He's got a goatee. He's going to be dressed like someone, like a blue collar person who dressed up for the holiday. So not noble wear, but he's trying to fit in. And he's probably talking to some sort of servant droid. Just like lift the glass, put down the glass. He's messing with the device, like an iPad or something, while he's continually telling this droid to do basic tasks.
Okay.
What race are you again?
Bothan.
Bothan.
A Bothan.
Yes.
Right.
The ones that died to get the Death
Many
Star
Bothans
plans.
died.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Despite the lack of any Bothans in Rogue One.
Right. And Colin.
Yeah, there you go. My guy is Owen Winters. He is 26. Male human. Height is 5'11". He's about 210. He is a tanned Caucasian, redhead, has hazel eyes. You can see a few scars mixed between Blaster and possibly Tuscan on his face. He's just sitting there smelling and just enjoying the drinks. But he kind of has poor clothes on at the moment, which kind of defeats the look of what he really is.
Okay. So there you guys go.
Okay. Well, Tycho will make his way over to the table. Says, greetings, everyone. My name is Tycho. This is Lady Nasara. And we have I think we're going to be good business partners.
You have the work?
Yes, I do. And I don't know if you know this yet, but I can offer you a contract for 6 months. Should anything happen, during downtimes, you get 500 credits. It's called the downside clause. Should things get here's a good for our captain, our ship captain, we can get free refuels, and you can get a discount on repairs so long as you use the Pelagian Star, which is the space star base above us.
I'm already sold.
Excellent, excellent. um, so I'm trying to remember everything. Basically, so this is how it's going to work. So basically, we'll put you on a 6-month contract. We do some stuff, make some money, and we'll go from there. How do you guys feel about that?
Sounds good.
All right.
Get her again.
So, what is each of yours is skill set?
It looks like I'm the one with the ship.
Okay. You're gonna be pilot.
Drade Kenner, there you go. Yeah, pilot, astrogation. I've normally just been, just trolling around the galaxy, just mainly for transport and courier work, But yeah, when I heard this coming down the pipe, I didn't even realize there's going to be a guaranteed pay per month. That's even better. Everything's looking up.
Yeah.
I'm kind of little worried about the ambiguity of the jobs, though. But I guess we could deal with that.
Yes. We'll be doing various different things for House Pelagia. It's gonna range, in magnitude. There might be some combat. Hopefully, that's not a detractor for you guys. But we'll try to keep everybody safe.
It's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
What about you? And he'll point to Ashi. Is it Ashijak? Shelly, how do you say your character's name?
Come off mute first.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
There you go.
Ashi Jacques. Yeah.
Jacques. Okay, all right.
She'll kind of look at all that are gathered here. I kind of do some mechanical work,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, I can. There's a few things that I can fix and repair and program.
Excellent. And he'll. And your name? I didn't catch your name.
Oh, it's Ashi Jacques.
Ashijak. Okay. Excellent. And he'll go over to Mike's character, and you, good sir, how can you help us on this new economic venture?
I do the droids.
Do you repair droids? How droid?
Yes, I fix droids. I run shop at Fix Droid before this.
Oh, okay.
I make droids. Trying to figure out what else I do. So,
You're a slicer, so computers.
yeah, but I don't know if I want to advertise that.
Okay. Fair.
So, can program, can do droid mechanics, other skills. I don't know how to list them all.
Oh, okay. Uh, that's fine. We can as things progress, you can let us know what skills you have, and that'll work out. And
Yes.
he'll go over to Colin's character. So, good sir, how can you help us on this new trip?
Well, I can use a blast good. Being from Tatooine, I can fairly dodge well. You can't if you can't dodge slug there from a Tusken Raider, you can't really dodge much. I'm a very persuasive fellow when it comes to Mos Eisley's Cantina. He chuckles nervously at that one.
Mhm.
But I can also help out with computers and such.
Oh, excellent.
I can also be a bit of a help ground or when it comes to capital ships along with communications. First aid and blast repair, eh. But otherwise, I'm a bit of a jack of all trades.
Okay, definitely need that. Well, we got a ship's captain, Lady Nasara, Lord
Torna.
Toronar. Thank you, Toronar. Lord Toronar said that you make a good first mate. Um, why don't you tell us a little bit about
Yes,
that?
uh, I know a little bit about a lot of things, and specifically, I have expertise in um, merchant negotiation and some fighting skills. But I have a great deal of. I'm a bit of a dabbler.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Tycho. I'm from the Happen Consortium. Lord Toronar has graciously given me this economic opportunity, and I'm hopefully we'll all make a lot of money together.
Yes.
Um,
I have a setting question, real quick, Jerry.
Yes.
Is Slicer considered like hacker? Is it a bad thing, or do people just advertise their skills as slicers?
I know they still advertise their skills. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like I'm a hacker, and I didn't want to keep that quiet.
I mean, I'm sure there's politically correct terms, much like, you don't go out and put on your resume, I'm a hacker. You say, I'm an information security specialist,
Right.
But in essence, exact same thing.
Right. Okay. Sorry for breaking the flow. But
Nope, you are good. In fact, that's probably how you could put that. The generic slang term is slicer, but you might say, I dabble in information security.
I'll add that in then. I also sorry.
No, you're fine.
I also dabble in information security.
excellent, excellent.
And Mike, what was your name again?
Montan.
Montana.
Montana.
Excellent. So have you guys just recently come to the planet, or have you been here a while?
First time here myself. I know there's a few water worlds. This is one of the nicer ones, actually. It's pretty nice. Came in to the space station up above.
Yeah.
Very nice. That used to be a capital ship.
I'm from what my understanding was, yes. I'm not sure how that all works out. I'm not an engineer, unfortunately, but
Yeah, I was
Uh,
just wondering. It's kind of looked that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. It's pretty smart.
repurposing your enemy's um, resources. Anyway,
Well, great.
um, we should have a job here in a little bit. Um, Out of character, Jerome. They did not get housing, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. So then he'll ask. So where are you all staying? Drade, I'd imagine you stay on the ship.
Exactly. Yeah, it's my home. The Blue Saber.
Oh, nice. Okay. How many people can that ship hold? Like a pretty big ship?
Well, comfortably, we can get 10 passengers, not including me, the pilot. Having a first mate, that'd be great. Do you know how to use starship weapons, perchance?
I have used them before. I'm no great hand at it, but in a pinch, I could manage.
All right. Good. Good. Hopefully, we don't run into more than a pinch. But yeah, otherwise, it's good to go. Apparently, it's got refueled and everything. So whenever we need to go, we can.
All right. Well, um, okay, out of character, he gave me the data pad, right?
Yeah.
Lord Tornar gave me a
Mhm.
data pad. I'm gonna say that their contracts are on this data pad as well.
Yes.
Okay. So he'll pull out. Taika will pull out the data pad. All right, everyone, if you could just sign your names on this contract, read it over thoroughly, and let's get to work. And he'll put it on the table, hand the little pen over, and wait for them to sign.
Are these individual contracts or are they just all on one?
They're individual contracts.
Yeah, individual.
Okay, so she will step forward and read it before she signs it.
Yeah. It's a 6-month open-ended contract that basically indicates that your pay is going to fluctuate, per job. In essence, it's going to fluctuate per job. You will get a portion of whatever that job pays out. There are other escalators on there, like I explained earlier on, that could factor in. If for some reason you don't have it, there's nothing for you for that month, you get 500 credits just for signing just for that month for signing the retainer.
Okay, well, she will sign it and then she'll just go back to her piece of wall.
Sure.
And Drade looks through his contract, like, yeah, 500. Okay, that's there. Ship refuel. Yep. Oh, all right, I'm good. And he goes ahead and signs.
Okay.
Yeah, Montano. I mean, he's going to look it over. I guess I have a skill for value, but I mean, obviously I need to sign to play, so we're going to sign up.
Sure.
All right. He's gonna
Also, oh, go ahead.
he's gonna read it over and just say whatever keeps me being fed, and just sign it.
Is there one for Nasara also?
Yes.
Okay, she'll go ahead and sign that.
Okay.
And just side note, did Lord Torinar join us in the room?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, he did not.
All right, Nasara will take a seat and have some dinner.
Okay, sure.
Quick question.
Yes.
How dark is it?
It's evening time at this point.
So I'm as blind as a bat.
So you can't see it at night?
No. No.
Um,
Let me pull it up and
It's,
let me get a ruling.
The
You
low
think a
light.
flaw?
Yeah, it's due to the intense. Hold on.
You know we're going to be in space a lot, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna It's in the alien stat. Let me read it. Where are you? Due to the intensive light on their home world, happens to have very poor night vision. Treat all lesser darkness modifiers such as poor light, moonlight, night light as complete darkness. Adding D4 to the difficulty
I mean,
for all
we
range
have lighting in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, we're like indoors right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
You're actually outdoors, but it's
Oh,
lit.
we are.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Never mind.
oof.
And
Awkward.
somebody in the chat, as soon as you talked about how effectively blind you were, gave you the JoJo's Misadventures. Oh no!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awkward.
Yep. So yeah, it's difficult to see, but you're not
Mhm.
blind.
Okay.
There is lighting, but
Okay.
it's not, obviously, since it's outside and it's not like overhead direct lighting. You're probably going to want to hover from like where each post is, the
Yes.
lamps or whatnot. You probably want to stay close to that so you can see where you're going.
Excellent. Okay.
So he's a 10, but he's blind as a bat in the darkness.
Yep. Yep.
So,
So those women that are a 2, they got a chance. Just make sure they don't have a wretched sounding voice.
I'll just be sure to whisper.
Smart.
I don't know, how's his braille?
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
I need to buy that. Okay. Next
I'm kidding.
next time we need a XP language skills braille. Okay, so everyone signed the contracts. Great. He'll take the pad back. Well, we were talking about housing. Ashijak, where do you stay?
Shelly, that was
Oh,
you.
that's me. My character. Woo! Wherever.
You just stay wherever. You don't have like a permanent residence, or
I'm not from here.
you don't have like a hotel or anything?
No.
Drade, could we possibly move her into the ship?
Yeah, if we're all going to be, flying around together, I don't mind if you make yourself at home in my place. Just pick a spot and make yourself comfortable.
Okay.
I don't have much things.
Even better.
Montan, how about you? Are you staying someplace, or you have a place to stay?
Yes, I am staying in the Blue Saber.
Oh, okay. And what about you, Owen? Do you got a place to stay?
No, but sounds like I'm staying in the Blue Saber.
All right. Well, that's Blue Saber sounds like the place to be. Okay.
So you end up the cover to the tent kind of comes back where you guys are at. Not that it was fully closed. I mean, people could come in and out, no problem. And you see a it's probably a protocol droid, kind of boxy, older looking a little bit. Not the curvy, more swank CP protocol looking units like C3PO and whatnot. But it comes walking in, and it's and it holds a hand up, looking directly at Lady Nasara, and it says, "Statement, Lady Nasara, Exal would like to speak to you."
If you'll excuse me a moment, and she'll stand up and follow the droid.
Okay, so he turns and turns and walks, and he says, as he walks, he says, "Query: there is a small Twi'lek individual running around the halls,
Oh,
making loud and robust sounds. Shall I vaporize him for you?"
yes.
Please don't.
Yes.
Please don't. There will be no vaporizing unless given specific orders. No, actually, that's something that you'll want to speak with Lord Exal about.
Interesting. Is he to remain?
Yes.
Then shall I add him to the protector protocols?
Yes.
So he takes a moment and he's like, yet another meat
Mm.
bag.
No.
The little one has been added to the protector protocols.
Thank you.
And so he walks you back, into the office, well, the den, basically where you guys had been before, back through the home. And he says, so he looks, he motions, he says, "Gee, it's okay, you can exit." And he says, "Of course, master." Turns and steps and walks back out, and he says, "Okay, Nas, what do you think so far?"
There's potential. Will be interesting to see exactly how these skills all come in handy, but not sure exactly what kind of mission you've got for us to start out with. So to be determined.
That's actually why I called you in here. I
Oh.
figured I would just give you some of the details and you could share that with Tycho. And since you
Okay.
actually kind of know your way around here, you could show them, where to go to. And I also wanted to apologize. The ship got in about a half a day early, so I thought
Clearly,
since you were
well,
still here, you might want to see him.
I appreciate that. Just took me a little by surprise. I was in business mode.
Yeah, so I apologize again, but be that as it may, we are in the process of securing your son and your sister, and getting them squared away. I think Renee has got that handled right now.
Yeah, before we take off, I'll definitely go see to that.
And you still have the contract information for the indentured servants that have completed their contracts?
Right.
Okay, good. So keep that on hand then, and you'll probably want to get your things, because that's going to be the first part of the job.
Okay.
I figure something easy would be appropriate, I suppose.
Okay.
So, and then he basically slides a stick to you. He says, "Go ahead and hand that to Lord Tycho, and then from here on out, just let me know what you think of him and how he's handling the team."
Okay.
Travel safe.
Anything else?
No. I know it's kind of abrupt, but when I have more time, I'll explain why.
Okay. Thanks for everything.
Not a problem.
And she'll bow and exit the study.
He nodded his head, politely as well, and then sat back down and started doing, things.
So Nasara will head back to the tent and hand the data stick to Lord Tycho.
Let us inspect the stick. What is written on it?
It's a data stick. All you have to do is plug it into your data pad,
Click.
and it will update. It's about the same size as a jump drive.
Okay.
So you stick that in
I'm
there.
assuming
Takes a
that has the
moment
mission
to
on it.
upload the information, and it's your first job specs.
All right. All right, everyone. We got a job.
The job is going to be valued at 7,000 credits.
Woohoo! 7,000 credits.
You are going to be taking parts and supplies and some official documents, which will be all of which will be loaded on board. However, you'll actually be taking a different vessel. And
Uh-oh.
the specs to the vessel are actually on there. And it is to a Core Galactic Systems Dynamic Class Freighter.
Freighter.
Is that the name of the vessel? Core Systems
Yes.
Dynamic
Mhm.
Class?
That's the name of the craft, yes.
So he'll look over to Drade. Drade, can you fly a core galactic systems freighter?
Oh well, I mean, I can fly freighters. Yeah, we're not taking my ship this time. I take it.
No, this ship is going to be hauling parts and supplies and some documents. So I guess we need the freighter.
To where?
To
Okay.
where?
It's actually making a run to the Elrude sector, the
Ooh,
planet of
Elrude.
Elrude specifically.
We're going to planet Elrude. I should probably look that up on the map. Here, let's take a look. He'll swipe over.
Sure. And I posted the picture up in our Facebook chat, so you had an image of what that looked like.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Taco shaped.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that, Jesse.
I think that's a moon.
Tacos.
Oh,
That's
the
the
moon.
moon.
Oh. Whoops.
Or a planet.
I was about to say that's no moon.
That's no moon, it's a taco. What?
Nice.
Elrude.
Okay.
Ah, the Elrude sector. Okay.
Nice.
So is everyone familiar with the Elrude sector?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, let's make this the first roll of the game. What do I know?
Shelley
Yes.
and Brittany should actually be familiar with the Elrude sector.
Well, Nasara is familiar with it. Brittany, not so much.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, and I don't know how much she would reveal right now.
Which is fine.
So
Yeah.
we don't have a dice channel.
We
Yeah,
don't.
oh, yeah.
So go ahead and just use it in the main one for right now for Star Wars. I'll get that fixed later.
Okay.
So before we make our die roll,
yes.
Star Wars has what's called a wild die.
Dun, dun,
To
dun.
replicate that, any whatever you roll for your when it shows what you've rolled and then adds it up,
Mhm.
whatever the first number on there that comes up, that's the wild die. So
Got it.
here's the reason why. If you roll a 6, it explodes. Just like Cyberpunk, meaning you get to
Nice.
roll again. It means you got a really good roll. If that wild die rolls a 1, boom, 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 boom,
Okay.
Oh
Is it-
no.
All sixes explode or just the wild die explodes?
just the wild die. So
And-
so if that first number comes up as a 1 or a 6, it's either really good or really bad.
Okay. So any other ones or sixes are negligible.
Correct. Yeah. It just means
Okay.
that die didn't roll really well or it rolled really well.
You're really testing my curse here, huh? See how technically advanced it is.
Right.
I mean, last time you nuked an entire horde, so
There you go.
There is that.
Okay. I would like to roll planetary systems
Go ahead and roll.
at a 5D plus 1.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, can you explain to us again? So, like, we have the base stat, but we also have the skill, right?
Yep,
The
you're-
specific.
Oh.
So,
That is
which
correct.
do you just add those together?
No. So your base stat is what you so for example, if you were attempting, we'll just say you're trying to shoot something, right? And that's a blaster skill. But let's say you don't have a blaster skill, then you're rolling dexterity.
Okay.
If you have a blaster skill, then whatever you have under the blaster skill, that's what you're rolling.
Yeah.
So if your dexterity started off at a 3D and you ended up putting points to blaster, it's whatever you have now at blaster. So when we were doing the character generation, if you put a D to that, instead of rolling 3D, you now have 4D to blaster or dodge or piloting or whatever you delineated.
You have to have the
So
skill to make a roll, though, right?
What's that?
You have to have the skill to make a roll.
Most of them, no. There are some that yes, that you do have to have it.
Are you wanting me and Brittany to roll as well?
Only if you want to.
Okay.
So, first roll of the game, first one of the game. Let's go.
oh no,
Yep.
it's because he can't read the data pad.
Yeah. So the Elroot sector is this
I never learned to
beautiful
read.
paradise.
No, it's because it's
lush,
dark.
verdant. Yeah.
He's like, heretofore, all negotiations are to be
Okay,
done
so-
in lamplight.
So you're looking up the Elroot sector at this point, and your first thought was like, wow, this is like Elroot. This is like way over by like Tatooine, and that's just terrible. That just sounds like a big desert planet.
Okay. Please save us, Shelly and Brittany.
Okay, I'm still not sure how this works though, because I think I may have filled out my sheet wrong.
So is there a target number?
Yeah,
Very-
there's difficulties to get to.
I just went because I'm looking at these rolls too, and I'm just like, I don't know if they're good or bad.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so
Did I fill it out wrong?
yes.
Okay.
So I mean, it's easy fix. Like for example, your blaster skill would be 5D, not 1D.
Okay. So every
you see how
skill
that
on there,
reads?
I'm gonna add the base to whatever other
well-
skill I've got.
Yeah, when you have a moment, you want to correct that, but for now,
Yeah.
yes.
I will. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So planetary systems for you only have 3D anyway. So
Okay. Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and roll.
So what constitutes a success?
hitting a target number.
Yeah.
Gotta wait.
Oh,
for me
that's
to get-
right.
Oh, I got a 6.
Oh no! Brittany, you gave
Oh,
me your curse.
So roll 1d6. Another one. Okay, so 3 plus all of that.
16.
Nice. Okay, so let me get to the rolls. Oops.
Wow, we got the first one and the first 6.
Yep. Yep.
Nice.
High
And I
five.
was right in the middle.
Good job.
Yeah.
Do.
So I have moderate.
I still got a 19. Does that mean anything or just no?
When you get a 1, no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Critical fail.
you know about as much as a stink bug.
Yep.
That's rough. 1 in 6 chance to fail.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Or to explode.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
true.
Yeah.
or fail by exploding.
True.
Okay, so and I'll actually post this up. And I'll copy this down and pin it in the chat. So if it's a very easy roll, you need to get it's 1 through 5. Obviously, you can't get a 1 because you would fail. So it would be anywhere between 2 through 5. If it's an easy result, it's somewhere in the range of 6 to 10. Moderate is 11 to 15. Difficult is 16 to 20. Very difficult, it keeps going. Very difficult is 21 to 30, and heroic is 31 plus.
Okay.
Wow.
So
And
all
those
of you would-
ranges, if you have the character sheet that we're using, those ranges are at the bottom of the second page of the sheet.
Ooh.
Oh
Yeah, I was gonna
yeah,
say I thought there was something like that on there. Cool.
there they
Thank
are.
you for that reminder, Dale.
Yep, sure.
Go. There is the chart posted in the chat and now pinned. So as this was an easy check, Elrude may be a little on the facial side, but it is not exactly an unknown system. So anybody who got anywhere between 6 to 10 or higher, you're good, provided you get the 1. And I gotta keep driving that home.
Yeah.
Elrude is kind of like what's a good way to put this? It's not country in the sense of like they all talk with like accents and whatnot, but like, for example, if you were to look at the American South, there's actually a lot of industry that's tucked away out there that you just wouldn't think of unless you were from that area and you already knew that, or maybe you deal with them, on the regular. Most people think, swamps, fishing, food, some colleges, obviously, music, but they don't think, aerospace, for example. They had a big aerospace place out there. Elrude kind of fits that description. Elrude is this system and a planet in that system. It's tucked way away from the core worlds, but it's got it's like its own corporate center. So it does have, a good bit of commerce that comes in or out of there. It's known for some mining, and although it's like on the outer reaches of known space. And if you were to look it up on the map, and in fact, it is in the Outer Rim.
It's in the Outer Rim.
Yep. You have to hit the Rima trade route and take it to almost the very end.
Yeah.
Take
Okay.
459 down to exit 18, get off there, hook a left. And
Exactly.
Yup.
Wave at the cow as you drive by.
Okay, so this. Yes.
So how many days are you estimating this mission's going to take?
We'll look to.
I believe it's a 2-day journey there.
2-day journey.
Well, take a look at the chart.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
We actually posted that
is
in
there
there.
a chart?
That's
Oh.
Yes.
chart. All right,
So
so
you are in the colonies sector, and you're going to need to go to the Outer Rim.
And what level hyperdrive does this have?
Well, you don't know technically, but this particular one has a hyperdrive of 1.
oh,
Bill's character
that's
wouldn't
Outer
know.
Rim. Oh,
So-
so what is that, like
4
7
days.
days?
96
Okay.
hours.
4 days to get there.
Nice.
Oh, hashtag not a math major. Okay. 4 days to get there.
Okay.
I was wrong.
All right, so it looks like we're going to be out of 4 days, maybe make it a week.
So 4 days there, 4 days back.
Yep.
Right.
And however long we stay, so maybe we should stay
However long
Probably-
it takes to get the work done, right?
right. So it should probably in the data for the mission, does it say what kind of products we're delivering or what kind of supplies?
Parts and supplies for the mining operation there.
Okay.
And then
And-
there is some contract work that Nasara is going to be taking care of.
Excellent. Okay. How long will it take to disembark the parts and supplies?
Based on what you're loaded up with, a couple
Yes.
hours.
Oh, okay. All right. So this isn't going to be all right. So, all right, maybe A week and a half. All right. So 4 days out, 4 days back, and a day. 9 days. So, is that good with everyone? I'd imagine so. 9 days, and we're just doing delivery.
I guess I can clear my schedule. Sure, we can do that.
Yes.
9 days without any bumps, if that goes well. Yeah.
Let's go get paid.
And okay, and on the mission manifest, does it say when he wants us to leave? Like leave, tomorrow morning at 700 hours or
No,
or
effective immediately.
Oh, we gotta go now, guys.
Yeah.
So,
Is there a name? Is there a name on the who we're supposed to deliver it to? Which mining colony? Planet's a big place. Do we have this information?
yes.
Yeah. There is a. I mean, obviously, I'm not going into everything, so
I
we
know,
can
I
keep
just-
playing. But yes, there is the contact information, and delivery is for Sovereign Mining.
Okay, sovereign.
Can we spare an hour? I need to
Yes.
change and pack a few things.
Let me know how much time you need, and we'll make it so.
Do we know where the freighter is? Because I'll just go straight there.
Yes, it's at Docker Bay 12.
I mean, all the information's there for like the landing pad or hangar and whatnot that it's housed in.
Actually, you know what? Let me just send this. You all guys have data pads, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll just send the contact information over.
Okay.
Of where the freighter is parked and who we're going to go deliver the parts to.
Sure.
Yeah.
She does not have a. She doesn't have one.
Oh.
But she won't say anything. So she's just gonna pick up her small satchel and she's gonna head out.
Okay.
Owen's just going to nod, grab his stuff, and follow her.
All right.
I've got a repulsor lift if anybody needs a ride. So we go.
I'll meet you at the hangar in an hour.
All right.
Drade goes and secures his own ship, and then heads to the other ship.
Okay. So as you were going over there, Drade, it is very common, obviously, when you're going to be in charge of another vessel that you're going to want to have it run its systems check, pre-flight, also get its transponder information so you know just what it is you're flying, because in your experience, this is obviously something that people wouldn't necessarily think of. But ships have transponders, which is basically like the license plate of the vessel.
Right.
But if you turn around and say like, well, yeah, this is like funky chicken coming in, and they ping it and it's registered to something else, and you're saying something that's completely different, the Empire's going to start snooping around immediately.
Right.
Okay. Or any port authority is going to start snooping around. So,
Gotcha.
you're obviously going to want to check, the specific details. So when you guys get there, I mean, it's been, I don't want to say it looks like it just rolled off the line. It does have weathering, on it and whatnot, but this ship looks like it has been, completely restored.
Ooh, fancy.
Like somebody basically took a classic and has painstakingly, brought it up to snuff.
Very nice. Yeah, spared no expense refurbishing this puppy.
Wow, fancy.
So, how do you pronounce your character's name, Dale?
Drade.
Drade. So when Drade gets there, God, I can't even remember my character's name.
Ashi Chuck.
Yes, Ashi has already kind of claimed a little space of her own.
Okay.
Montana's going to be, kicked back in a chair with his, plugged into the computer, scanning. Jerry, I'm going to just check out the programming to make sure there's nothing like traps waiting for us, ferry us to this location or something like that.
Okay. So
I'm a suspicious character.
Sure. Why don't you give me where you at? I didn't pull your sheet up.
Computer programming.
Yes.
Roll the 1.
Oh,
Oh,
All right. So first thing you notice as you step down, you're like, "Whoa! I haven't seen an interface like this in a long time. Wait, if ever." And so you push a button, and it turns off,
Oh god.
and you're all. But that didn't look like the power button. Like, what the heck?
Can I since I have that skill as well, can I roll to see if I can kind of help him out?
Computer programming. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Glad I sunk all those points into technical skills.
It looks like there's a lot.
Just waiting on your roll.
I know. I had to find it. I'm still learning this sheet. No, I cannot help him.
wow!
Oh my goodness.
Wow!
Snake
I mean,
eyes. Wow.
I got computers, so I can probably.
Okay,
help
it's
Yeah,
my-
okay.
go
we
for
figured
it.
this out.
Try.
So basically, Asha. So Drade, as you're going through and kind of doing your pre-flight checks,
Yeah.
And confirming everything, like you can hear odd sounds now coming off of the ship, like not like alarms like it's falling apart, but like alarms like somebody has done something wrong, like Windows errors, sort of things, like jung, jung.
So
And you basically see Asha or Ashi and Montan like looking around, one of the primary consoles, basically like Hansel and
Oh no.
Zoolander around that Apple computer, like, it's like, oh, the files are in the computer,
right.
and you're slapping it and just like trying to figure this out, and just having no luck whatsoever.
So it's going to be like,
Yeah, Black
you
Shark.
two,
Clearly, somebody forgot the OS updates.
you two okay
so
over there?
I would add my thing for computers to what I got for technical, right?
What's that?
I was asking, so I would have what I have from computers to technical, right?
Hold on a second.
Because I was thinking
Right,
about
you did the same. You did the same thing Brittany did. Yeah. So in your case, for computers, you're just gonna have 3D.
okay.
Older models. Terrible.
Huh.
Update the interface.
So it would be 3d6. This one.
It's going to be slash, yeah, not exclamation point.
Oh, slash. Herp derp.
Do a fresh one.
Yeah, I was about to.
I'm gonna laugh if he rolls a 1.
Ooh.
That's what I was
2, 2, 3.
3.
I got an 8.
Okay, so you got an
Good
8.
job.
So that was okay. So you take a second to look at it. You can see clearly what it is that they're doing is wrong. And then you're like, oh, okay, I see what you did. And then you forgot to flip this switch or this toggle, and then press this one, and then whoop, everything comes back up online.
Yeah, she's just gonna be kind of watching, everything.
So
what he
basically,
was
my
doing.
guy he fixed their mistakes.
He just brought it back to the start state at that point. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, you flipped this and you shouldn't have.
Yeah, he's just going to go back to his room.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, finding a spot to camp out. Okay, Drade, why don't you give me as you're going over systems checks too. Why don't you go ahead and roll that?
The computer program
Yep.
thing.
Computer program repair. So you have.
Please don't roll a 1.
Looks like you have 2D plus 1.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Because if he
So
rolls
how-
a 1, we're screwed.
Oh,
God.
I did.
Snake eyes.
wow.
This is a great system.
What is going on here?
Wow.
Wow.
Snake eyes.
This is a great
You know what? I
sign.
said 1 out of 6 earlier. I was not expecting this.
Nastara is about to. Is Nastara there, or is she
No,
not there yet?
you're not there yet. I was
Okay.
trying to give
I
them
was
some
gonna say-
intro to the ship, and now
I
they're
was
just
gonna
like
say, I might,
arbitrarily turning everything off.
I might
Try
refine
again. Like, oh wait.
refine
okay,
my
now.
opinion of the team so far.
Okay.
At this,
Tycho, were you
Yes.
throwing something in, or you were saying
So
something?
how? Yes, I was going to ask how well lit is the
Interior of the ship,
no, not the interior of the ship, the place where the ship is docked at.
the hangar.
Hanger.
The hangar. Thank you. Wow.
Oh yeah,
Words.
it has to be lit. You can't walk into
Okay.
it completely dark.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Oof. So
Yeah,
he'll-
I can just see thunk, thunk, thunk.
An
So-
auspicious start.
yeah. So Tycho will walk in. Wow, this is a pretty neat ship here. What are you guys up to? And
Yeah, she's just gonna go find her little spot that she claimed
okay.
and,
well,
and sit.
he'll make his way over to the captain's chair. So how are things looking, Drade?
I tell you, maybe I'm just used to my ship, but boy, the controls here—they're all swapped around or something. Can you make heads or tails? Get this thing up and running here.
Okay, what would I roll? Well, out of character, what would I roll?
What are you attempting to do?
Trying to turn it on? I don't
Turn
know.
the ship on.
Yeah, the fix our mistake.
Do you have computers?
I have computer programming, and I forget what rep means.
Repair.
Well,
Repair.
Fair.
Is
That's
that
just
even?
I think everybody has that.
Go
Yeah.
ahead and roll.
All right.
not a 1. Not a 1.
Snake eyes. Let's go.
Ooh, close.
Well,
Good
3.
job.
3.
Well, but you have a +2 to your roll.
Yeah. Did it not take
didn't
that
put it
into
in there.
account?
it apparently
It's
did not.
Yeah, that's weird.
Aw.
Didn't actually include that.
No, you put 2D plus 2. That's why,
Ah.
not
Uh,
2D6. So you might want to re-roll that.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, thank God. Okay. 8.
Much better. Yeah. So I mean, you take a second to look at it. You know, you're used to. The ship is an older design. There is no doubt about that whatsoever.
Oh,
And-
Dale's also forgot the 6.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. Whoops. Okay, so that's what was going on. All right.
And
figured it out.
Shelley's did also.
What?
Oh.
job.
2D1? 2D1 plus 1 is what you wrote.
Oh no.
That's
Of course
awesome.
you would have rolled ones.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
Learning experience. There we go.
Introduction
Make
to
sure of
dice
that.
rollers.
so anyway,
we're not as bad as we thought.
oh yeah, because I put it in as
so
never.
Yeah.
Tycho, you've looked at older collectible ships before. Families in the Happen system, they've got them. You've seen some, and you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm not totally familiar with this, but it's close enough. And so you're kind of flipping it on and starting to get everything powered up, and the astrogation comes online and whatnot.
There we go.
All right. Well, I think that's it. I'm not a totally familiar with this, but I've seen some older models. So
You got to go, and that's what counts. All right, let me make sure everything's good to go. And then he's actually going to go through the actual pre-flight checks and all
Sure.
that.
And so Drade, the ship identifies as the Ebon Hawk.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay. All right. Ebon
Just
Hawk.
pulling out all the Easter eggs tonight.
Huh. Don't know why that sounds familiar. I don't know.
I wonder why.
Drade, if you wanna roll for it, there is a slim chance that you might actually know something about that. I will state you're probably going to have to get at least 21.
Oh, jeez. What skill would I need to roll for that?
The knowledge. So even if we don't have, I mean,
I guess I'm just defaulting to my base knowledge then.
you could default to that if you have something in cultures, maybe.
Ooh.
Okay. No, yeah.
Oh.
I'll just go for knowledge then. Yeah, you know what? I mean, why not? Okay. 3d6. Let's do, there we go. The actual die. What was it? 13. So I guess not. No.
Yeah. So nope. That's fine.
Oh. Can I roll knowledges?
No, you would not have the
Alright.
background that would allow for it.
Okay.
All right. So he pulls that up. He's like, we're flying the Ebon Hawk on this journey, everybody. So just in case anybody asks, that's what this is.
Okay.
Okay, so Nasara, you are back at your room at this point, collecting your things.
Yeah, I would pack in a hurry,
Mhm.
be very efficient and change so that I can spend a few minutes with my family
Okay.
before heading out.
So
If you wanna
you
play
do
through any
that.
of
You get quickly changed and whatnot, and as you do, you can hear Bell trying to wrangle Merrick. Back into the room as he is taking his swoop in one hand and is just imagining the most death-defying race as he is flying perilously close to priceless heirlooms that line the halls of like pottery and whatnot, just like swoosh and whoosh and whoosh. Like
Yes.
and then like how some of them like might have handles in them or whatnot.
Mhm.
He's taking it, like threading the needle through it like it was a
Of
a
course he
canyon
is.
fly.
Yep.
Nice.
So she will leave her bag. No, if he's running around the house, then I'll just bring it with me, and go and run and scoop him up and um, tell him that I'll be back in 9 days, and just spend a few minutes with him.
Okay. But why are you going again, Mommy? I just got here.
I know, and you got here a little early, but yeah, Mommy's going on a mission.
Oh, really?
And, yep.
Are you hunting pirates?
I hope not. I hope not, but you
But
never
you got
know
a
what
blaster
you.
for it.
Well, yes. Blasters are for other things besides pirates.
Oh, right. We shoot the Empire with them, right?
Yes. When we need to.
And he says, "Okay." Oh, and we
So-
blast huts, don't we? We hate huts. Huts are bad people.
Well, it depends on the hut.
It does? Auntie
It's
Bell said all the huts are bad.
It's complicated. But we don't need to talk about that right now. I only have a few minutes before we're leaving, so I'm going to tell
Aw,
you what's going to happen.
okay.
How would you like to learn some combat training?
You mean like with the droids or something? Because Auntie Bell tried to get me to do that, and it wasn't all that fun.
No, with other people.
Uh, uh, ooh. Wait, are
Uh,
they strangers? Because I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, right, Mommy?
well, when you're in this house, you can talk to all the people in this house. I want you to mind Auntie Bell and Lady Renee. They're going to set you up with some new tutors. And then,
Oh,
um,
school.
yes, school. Um, and be be careful um, with the ocean. And man, I'm just spitballing here. Um, Lord Exall is going to put you in combat class with some other young people.
Okay.
So be respectful and do your best. And I want to hear all about it when I get back.
All right. Can you try to hurry back, please? I just
I
got
will.
here.
I know. I know. When we get back, I'll have a little more time to spend before the next mission, okay?
Like you swear?
Yep.
So
So she'll,
he holds it up.
yep. So she'll hold hers up and do the thing.
Okay. He says, "Okay, all right. I guess I should probably go back to Auntie Bell, huh?"
Yeah. She's gonna work out some rules for you with Lady Renee and Lord Exall. So we'll talk about that more when I get back.
Is that Lord Exall guy? Is he that one that Auntie Bell said that you like?
We can talk about that later.
Oh, okay. I'm learning a thing, and I'm told I'm supposed to make conversation.
Okay. Don't talk about people that people like.
Why not?
That's a
They do it
that's
on
a
they do it on the Holovids all the time.
that is a private discussion. Okay? But you can talk to them about your swoop and your studies.
Okay.
All right? Be good. Mama has to go.
Okay, love you.
Love you too.
Okay,
And
so
she'll kiss the top of his head.
so he hopped down and he said, "Oh no no no," and he holds up his swoop bike. Kiss for luck.
She will kiss the swoop bike.
And he's like, "Yes." So he takes this a whoosh, and goes like running down the hallway again, flying it.
And she will head out to the ship.
Okay. So as you get there, as you're coming up, with your things at this point, you probably hear the tail end of some grumbling and whatnot of people going over old systems and trying to figure them out, and whatnot. And you, Nazara, you actually remember when Exal ended up getting this ship. You were actually there with him.
Refresh my memory.
That was when he introduced you to a trader that had it for sale, and
Was that here on Pelagia,
no,
or was it
actually,
on?
you actually met him offsite. It wasn't here in on Pelagon.
Okay, right.
Where's his name? Tenant.
Nope.
Looks like a badger from Firefly.
Oh, nice. Pizza the Hut.
Yep.
Oh
Pizza
god.
the Hut.
Nice.
Oh god, that scene was nasty.
Boff, puke, whatever.
So when she gets to the ship, she'll say, "This is what we're taking."
This is what we're taking.
Wow, I'm surprised Lord Exhal is letting us go with it. It's kind of a collector item.
Oh, I was saying it does have that collector vibe to it.
I guess that means he has faith that we'll bring it back in one piece.
Yeah, no pressure.
So I guess that's
What'd she
good.
say? Yeah, we can do it. No problem.
Everything should be
So-
fine. It's just a delivery mission. We'll be fine.
Right.
As long as the computers don't crash.
I think he had it updated, didn't he?
Sure.
I this is actually my first time on it, so okay. At your reporting for service. At your disposal, Lord Tycho.
Let's get on it. Let's go.
Okay, so you are going to need to make an astrogation check. So just to let you guys know how this works, this isn't a matter of like just pulling out into the sky and then and you fly away. Astrogation is a pretty big thing in Star Wars, and if you rush the sequence, you could end up jumping to hyperspace and slamming into a rock.
Right.
Or at bet, or in worst case, or I should say in better case scenario, just be completely off the mark and no idea where you're at. So when vessels of this nature have to plot their astrogation, it actually takes a little bit. It's not a matter of just, flipping, a couple switches. It's an involved process. So the rules indicate, I want to say it takes let me get back up there. I want to say it's like it takes a half hour to get it done correctly. It's not. And the reason why I'm saying this is because obviously there's going to be times when you're flying a ship and you're going to have to make a jump quick.
Right.
Where is it at? Space travel. And
There's no
combat.
astromech on board, right?
There is not.
Okay.
You were asking that in the intent of stealing it, weren't you?
No, I was gonna just have the computer plot the course.
That is one of the reasons why you have an astrogation mech, because they don't really do anything but that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he asked that, I was like, that's why I asked, because
So
So
the startup sequence for a space transport of this nature takes a total of 4 rounds, just as an FYI, which is 2 minutes. And of course, while you're doing that, you're doing the you're going to end up doing the astrogation. So the astrogation, get this down here correct. Oh, that's sensors, don't need that. Hasty entry. Yeah, so you do have a nav computer, however.
Okay, good.
And I want to say, doesn't the No, it doesn't. Just it tells you. Good. Okay, that was for something else. Okay, so go ahead. And this is a known sector. You're not like going out of the way per se. It's just not a fairly traveled one. Thank you, the Macho Madness, for the follow. Ooh, yeah.
Yay!
All right, astrogation.
So go ahead and roll your astrogation.
Total of 7.
Ooh, so it's going to be taking some time. Nasara, do you want to help with that?
Yes. What am I rolling again?
Astrogation.
Oh, duh.
So astrogation is a mechanical skill.
12.
Okay, so we've got what, 7 and 12, making that
19.
19. All right, you are still plotting the solution out at this point. Somebody wants to give another roll. Thankfully, you guys have got time to do this.
Yeah, I can give it a shot.
I don't got astrogation, but I got
Yeah.
mechanical.
Yeah, I can do it.
Well, only the people who are flying is going to be the ones that are making.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, then I won't pipe in then.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm the first mate.
Yep, pilot and first mate. That's why.
Oh, shall I roll again?
If you're going to continue plotting the court or plotting the solution, yes.
I can go ahead and do that too.
There's 7 from me.
And 7 for me as well.
Sure. So at this point, you are you have everything that you need. You've double checked. You've actually gone through and double checked your astrogation as well to make sure the calculations were correct. And now it is time for liftoff. Also, liftoff takes, for the most part, when a ship is taking off, it takes about 5 minutes for most craft that can exit the orbit to leave the atmosphere and get into the orbit. So just as an FYI.
Okay.
And then up and away, you guys go flying off into the sky, into the night sky, and off into space on your way to Elrude. And that is where we are going to stop for the evening, because we have some folks that have hard stops and pumpkins and all that sort of thing. So thank you very much for playing. Thank you guys, everybody who were hanging out with us in the chat and who followed. And of course the bits. We actually got somebody who donated some bits for the Oh No.
Ooh,
So that was
nice.
cool.
Nice. Thank you.
So our next game for this is actually going to be March the 27th. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully we will have all of you here along for the next exciting adventure as our crew decides to mess something up on the ship and not quite make it to Elrude.
Oh no.
I kid.
Yeah.
No, I'm going
If
to
we
make them
find any
role play
pirates.
every day going there.
Oh boy.
That would be absolutely terrible.
two games a month times 9 days. means We're gonna be on this mission for like 4 months.
Oh, XP. So just write down 200 XP.
Oh yes, I forgot.
Yeah.
Just totally 200 XP. No.
Oh,
1 second. Let me go back in here and see if
It
I
was
remember
that good a
correctly.
start.
I know.
yeah.
It's all those ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if you add up all of our ones, apparently it adds up to 200.
I like it.
Sounds about right.
Let's see. Take months of running adventure. I want to find out. It's not going to help. I remember how it worked before. I just want to make sure, since this is an updated version.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Wow, that phrase doesn't come up. Okay, well, we'll have to figure that out later. I don't want to keep everybody held here.
Okay.
But I will, once we have that, I'll have somebody just roll it in the chat. I'm also going to make a spot so we can put our rolls in there. Oh, I think I just stumbled onto it. Never mind. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, they did do it a little bit differently. Okay, so general rule. Each adventure awards depend on several factors. Okay, so so for this, the way it's saying what you should probably end up getting. So let's go per adventure though, huh?
Oh, is it per adventure? Okay.
So why don't we go because we got to do birthday XP too, or figure out how we're going to do that. So why don't we decide to go since based on what I'm seeing here, why don't we go 1d6 plus 2?
1d6 plus 2.
And
I
then
ain't rolling. I screwed up the
if
last one.
and then if we do birthday, and then if we end up having a birthday, we'll do 1d6 plus 5.
Excellent.
There we go. Somebody want to roll XP?
Let's roll it. 4, 6, 6.
Oh, 6. Nice.
6 XP.
There you go. So 6 XP to start everything off. And then, of course, we'll explain how that works and what you can level up and so on and so forth. So at another time. So thank you guys for tuning in and hanging out with us. Our next game coming up is this Friday. Is going to be Vampire the Masquerade, Ashland by Night. That's going to start at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We will not be having Marvel this week because we have a conflict with the convention that we're going to be going to and doing a panel there. And then the following week is Cyberpunk and Street Fighter on the 20th, 20th and 21st. So thank you guys again and take care. Have a good night. Good night.
Night, everyone.
All right.
Uh,